just about noon, 1 minute past, and just want to welcome everyone. This is the first day after a holiday, and it seems as though we get to enjoy that extra day on the weekend, and then we want to cram 5 days of work into 4 days. So I appreciate everyone that's taking the time to come and just be for a few moments. Our focus today is slow down to speed up. Sounds counterintuitive, and yet it's true. Can't tell you how many people I coach who tell me that they feel stressed out, overwhelmed, and burnt out, especially now. I think one thing that the pandemic has taught HR managers and executives, and really any executive that thought that their team members and their employees that work from home, there was this idea that if you work from home, you're slacking off. And one thing the pandemic has taught us all is that the opposite is true. That most people, when we work from home, is we overwork. Is that we don't know when or how to turn it off. So it's like we're forever on this hamster wheel of asking ourselves, what's next on the list? What's next? What's next? And we just keep checking off another item and never stopping. So our lists just keep getting longer and longer. And instead of feeling accomplished, we feel depleted. Instead of feeling like we can stop and take a break, we feel like we need to do more. We need to do more, and we need to do it faster. And the solution when we're on this hamster wheel, when we're feeling overwhelmed, when we're feeling stressed out, when we're feeling burnt out, is to stop. The solution is to stop. Really, when we're burnt out, we really do need to stop. And welcome to those of you that are arriving now. When we're burnt out, we really do need to stop. We need to take a break, a respite, a long one, a sabbatical if we're able, and at least a vacation, and regain our perspective. For daily overwhelm, and in order not to burn out, we need to take pauses. So we need to stop, and STOP is an acronym for S, stop. T, take a breath or a few. O, observe. Observe, how am I feeling now that I stopped and have taken a breath or a few breaths? And P, am I ready to proceed, or do I need to go back to T and take another few breaths? And these breaths are slow, deep breaths, practicing conscious breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So let's take 3 conscious breaths together. And we want to breathe down deep into the lower lobes of our lungs. So let's breathe in together through our noses and exhale through our mouths, breathing all that breath out. Again, breathing in deeply, slowly, completely. And exhaling through the mouth, slowly, completely. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Following that exhale all the way to the end. Now observe how you're feeling. You just calmed your nervous system. You lowered your heart rate. You reduced your blood pressure. And now just breathe normally, observing how you feel. And be honest with yourself. Is it any different than how you felt when you first arrived? Now, if your feet are not on the earth, if you're sitting on the earth, just noticing if your spine's in alignment, if you're standing up, or your knees and ankles soft, if you're lying in a hammock, just noticing if your spine's in alignment, if everything's loose and easy. We're going to try another breathing exercise and just notice how you're feeling. You know, this exercise is used to calm ourselves when we're overwhelmed or feeling stressed. We've lost kind of our way. We don't know what to do next, feel as if we're on that hamster wheel. This also helps us to slow the perception of time. And this is called the 4x4 breathing. This is used by the Navy SEALs and other groups that, like the SWAT teams, people that really need to be hyper-focused to go on these rescue missions. It's called the 4x4 breathing. And we're going to practice this together. And we'll do it for 4 breaths. So the idea is that we breathe in to the count of 4, hold it for the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, and repeat. So I'll guide you for the first one. And so let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, hold, out, hold. Now 2 cycles on your own. One more time. And now breathing normally. Again, observe how you feel in your body, your mind, your heart. Calm, grounded, centered. Maybe you feel you're less in your mind and more in your body, more in your heart. Maybe the opposite is true. These 2 techniques are available for you to use anywhere, anytime, for free. Conscious breathing, whether it's the 3 conscious breaths, 4x4 breathing, they help you slow down so you can regain your perspective on your priorities, your values, and your purpose. So if you have not already done so, I invite you to settle in with your spine in alignment. Whether you're lying down here in the hammocks, standing with soft knees, soft ankles, or sitting, both feet on the earth, if you're in a chair. Closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. Otherwise, just lowering and softening your gaze. And allowing gravity to soften, melt whatever wants relaxing. Allowing your breath to be natural and easy. And just observing the breath as it comes in and goes out. Observing the breath helps bring us into our bodies. So as we notice the sounds in the background, we notice our mind wandering, we notice an emotion arising, we can return our attention to the breath and bring us back into the here and now. Coming back into our bodies through the breath helps us come back into our centers of creativity. Our lower bellies, our hearts and our lower bellies are our centers of creativity and innovation. And these areas are much more powerful. They're more electromagnetic than our minds, our brains, which means our best ideas actually come from the body, from our bellies and from our hearts. And when we're stressed out or overwhelmed, we're in our heads. So we want to use the breath to bring us back into our bodies, settle into our bodies, our lower belly, our hearts. Sometimes we're so overwhelmed, we need to move our bodies around. We need to get really physical to get back into our bodies. Take a walk, move, dance. Sometimes we sit in stillness as we are now, breathing in and out. Allowing the presence of nature, sound, and the breath to regain our perspective, to come into the present. And remember, we can even shift our perception of time by simply slowing our breath. Perhaps you've tried this with the 4x4 breathing, or perhaps you noticed it with the exercise we did just a few moments ago. If you're ever working on deadline and you feel the time pressure is so immediate, you can just slow your breathing. Just taking that deep breath in, holding for a few moments, and then slowly releasing. Following that exhale all the way out. Pausing. And beginning again. And now with your eyes still closed or with your gaze lowered and softened, just gently place your hands on your belly so that your middle fingers are touching. And as you breathe in deep into your belly, as you breathe in deep into the lower lobes of your lungs, your belly naturally rises and your fingers come apart. And then as you exhale, your belly naturally falls, your fingers once again touch. And now adding on, as you inhale, whispering or mentally saying to yourself, be. And as you exhale, whispering or mentally saying to yourself, here. Or you can say be on the inhale and calm on the exhale. Or perhaps another word just naturally comes to you Or another phrase comes to you that is soothing and calming and peaceful. And when you find that your attention has drifted, just gently, kindly, bringing your attention back to the breath in your lower body, your lower belly, whispering, be here, or whatever phrasing works for you. And on your next inhale, just noticing, taking a full body scan from the top of your head down through your neck and your shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, chest, belly, spine, back of the body, hips, pelvis, legs, thighs, knees, lower legs, feet, toes. What sensations are present? Is there relaxation, looseness, flexibility? Is there tightness? Is there warmth? Is there coolness? Ease? Pressure? Tension? Whatever it is that you're sensing, just see if you can be with the sensation itself. Resist the temptation to tell yourself any kind of story or judge yourself. Just be with the sensation. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, just noticing if the sensation that you've touched in on shifts or changes. And if the sensation gets to be overwhelming, just bringing your full attention back to your breath. And wherever you are, if you've drifted off, just know it's normal. And bring your attention back. Breathing in and out. Allowing your breath to be natural and easy. Just observing it as it comes in and goes out. And listen to these words by Portia Nelson, autobiography in 5 short chapters. Chapter 1. I walk down the street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes me forever to find a way out. Chapter 2. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Chapter 4. I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Chapter 5. I walk down another street. And just observe how you feel. I hope a little more calm. Next week, we'll be noticing patterns and tendencies, discovering our habits of thinking. Can be very liberating. I want to thank you all for coming, whether you're in person here in the hammocks or online. You're welcome in either capacity. My name is Haven E. Carter, your mindfulness and meditation teacher for RTPfit. Thank you to the team at RTP Frontier for bringing this, making it possible each Tuesday. If there are any questions, you can unmute yourself or you can put it in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming.